You mentioned wine country, though, and we have Alex Sokolblasser, the winemaker at Sokolblasser Winery, in studio this afternoon to talk about an event that's been going on now for 35 years, Wine Country Thanksgiving. I want to say Sokolblasser, one of our founders as far as wine country goes here in Oregon. So welcome to the show, Alex.
Thanks, Drew.
And obviously we'll talk about what's happening at your winery here in a moment, but big picture, how many wineries are participating?
Listen, we have 150 wineries participating this weekend, and you can customize your trip down to the Willamette Valley. Get on WillametteWines.com. That's our association's website. If you want to only go to wineries with electric car charging stations, you can search for that. And if you only want to taste Pinot Noir, you can do that as well. But come on down. 150 of us will be open. This is our 35th anniversary. It's crazy how time flies.
What if I only want to go to wineries where I may run into Alex Sokolblasser?
Where will you be, sir?
Sokolblasser Winery. Come on down. We'll be open 10 to 4 daily.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, if I remember correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, but don't folks go out Memorial Day weekend, they do some tasting, they may pick a futures, and then they'll actually go pick that up over Thanksgiving weekend, right?
Well, absolutely.
In some cases.
Rob, that's true. I mean, that's the virtual cornucopia of all the winery options that are out there. There are wineries that sell futures. There are wineries that only are open Thanksgiving and Memorial Day weekend. There are wineries that are open daily, like Sokolblasser. And usually for larger wineries like ourselves, we do some fun things on Thanksgiving weekend.
Well, what's fun?
What's odd to me? You're talking about wineries that are open on Thanksgiving weekend, and I'm looking at bottles that are closed on this Wednesday.
I'm working here. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's get back to the fun. You mentioned fun.
Yes.
What's fun up at the winery
so,
this weekend?
like, for example, at Sokolblasser, we're going to have a photo booth so you can memorialize your weekend trip at Sokolblasser. We're going to have some special foods for sale. This is a butcher board made by our chef, Henry Kibitz. All sourced locally, cheeses and meats, hazelnuts.
Some sort of hazelnut thing going on here. Sticky hazelnuts.
Those are good. They're a little bit of spice.
A little bit of spice is quite nice.
From past experience, because I do want to know, if I'm coming out there, traffic, should I expect it to be a madhouse?
Well,
I should be prepared for it.
You should bring out your deck of Cards with Friends that you can ask fun questions when you're driving in the Dundee backup. But rest assured, the bypass will open soon. Maybe not in time for the weekend. But I mean, there will be traffic because, fortunately for all of us in the Willamette Valley Wineries Association, we're well loved by all of the locals.
What did you pour for us here, Alex?
This smells lovely, by the way.
This is our 2015 Pinot Noir. Now, Pinot Noir is the
great year. I don't know what I'm talking about. Great year.
I believe you. I believe you. Pinot Noir is a signature grape in our Willamette Valley.
Yes.
And that's what put Oregon on the map back in the mid '60s. And yeah, we're excited.
Alex, the nose of this wine is lovely.
You mentioned another guy doesn't know what he's talking about here. How about this? You mentioned a photo booth at your winery this weekend.
Photo booth, but also one thing that we're doing as well as a lot of the other wineries is we're raising friends, funds, and food for the Oregon Food Bank Network.
So people should bring food with them, canned food?
Sokolblasser, we're not offering free tastings for canned food, but a lot of wineries are. What we're doing at Sokolblasser is we want to enter you in a sweepstakes for a wine and food experience with our chef, Henry Kibitz. And in exchange, we hope that you donate $5 to our local food bank, which is YCAP. We got a little sign there, $5, we'll get 17 meals for our local food banks.
Now, the food banks always are able to stretch those dollars the furthest.
They have that leverage. And we'll throw in for that $5 donation a little ornament for your tree.
Look at that, a Sokolblasser.
A Sokolblasser made from one of our cases, wine cases.
Really?
So it's kind of fun.
He's like one of our founding winemakers.
Reduce and recycle.
Hey, let's pose. You talked about a photo booth opportunity.
Yes, right
pick
here.
Pick up a glass, pick up an ornament, whatever you have to do. We'll pose for the cameras as we close out this segment. Wine Country Thanksgiving, all this weekend at our favorite wineries in the Willamette Valley. There you go, WillametteWines.com for more info.